First of all, I would like you to introduce yourself to our students so that they should know you better before we start.
Good morning, dear students. My name is Natalia Alshuk. I'm from Russia, from the city of Volgograd, which is south part of Russian Federation, 1,000 kilometers from Moscow, from the capital. So I do represent Volgograd State Medical University. I am international office director there. So our university was established in 1935. So this year we celebrate a 90s milestone. We educate Indian students since the year 2000 in English medium. So for this decade, we have graduated more than, I believe, 2,000 students from different states of India. I will be happy to go ahead with our Indian alumni and with the new students. So welcome to the Volgograd State Medical University.
Thank you so much, ma'am. At Volgograd State Medical University, students are mainly concerned to know about the infrastructure and the facility that you offer to Indian students. So if you can elaborate.
For sure. So for sure, there are hostels. We provide an Indian buffet, Indian cuisine, if you are interested in that, for sure, because not all of them, they want to discover the other kind of food. But anyway, in case of you like Indian food, we have it. So currently we have more than 3,250 international students only, and around 15,000 total students and postgraduate in our university. So we have, students from more than 60 countries. So, and it's an opportunity to learn more about and to open your, mentality to other countries, which is important to life. So then, for sure, we have hostels. We have other facilities like labs, for studying, and for sure, we have a big infrastructure for the sport activities, and then for the leisure time for the students. So we do have the bodies which support the first and the second year students, which is important, because
you kind of a hand-holding.
Exactly. Yeah. So we meet at the airport, they say to the university, or so if they arrive quite late for that. So it's, we say, called infrastructure for that. So, and we do support our students during all the, education. Then we do provide even scholarship by the university for the very active life who engage in the international activities, and so they are very good in education or sports. So, but this is to be done after the first year education. Understand on the students.
Thank you so much for that. And people in India are very much concerned about the NMC guidelines and rules. So recently, as India changed the guidelines, so they are very much concerned if Volgograd State Medical University is following all those guidelines.
For sure, it's a must, because this is why we are in a list of recognized universities by NMC of India. So for sure, we do follow that, and annually we do provide for our alumni a set of certificates that they might need when they graduate and they go to India. For sure, we do provide accordingly the Indian requirements or the education process. This is a must for the university that would like to cooperate and to keep Indian students among them.
True. And the main question is around the license to practice, because, recently India has, raised this as a flag that we need license to practice in the country where you are studying.
We just made a MO with the Medanta Hospital here in the north part of India, I would say, and we have a few more in the south of India, because this is important for our Indian students and postgraduates to conduct their practice summertime, and for sure for their future. So because the future starts at the university.
True. So it's a great news that Volgograd State Medical University has tied up with Medanta for their summer internship. So whenever the students would come to India in July and August, they would have chance to practice in Medanta. Usually no other university right now in Russia is providing that facility. And ma'am, how about the cultural activities? Because in India, we are very close to our culture. So, are we providing some?
This is why Indian students are extremely welcome in Volgograd, because annually for sure, we start with recent education year with the Diwali holiday, which is conducted at the university itself. Why the university? Because for sure, Indian students, they conduct a very interesting concert. Then we receive annually a photo exhibition, My Beautiful India, which is providing there by the best Indian photographers. So it's annually we receive around 30 photographs from India.
Like,
And this is very nice. And we do invite not only students by our university, I mean, North Indian, other cultures and Russians and teachers, but also the residents of the city. They're waiting for this. So they will provide even some Indian sweets after the concert. So for everyone, so it's a big cultural zone, so people could enjoy the concert itself, and then after they can speak, they can try sari. They are, say, our Indian students are doing the mehendi for that. So this is a really big entertainment. That we do have a holi, is a must. Then we have a small, let me say, small activities by Indian students. We do that in the hostel assembly hall, where all the residents and the residents of the hostel and the residents of the city could come and join.
nice. It's so good to know that I wasn't aware of that. I mean, we do see some of it, but I wasn't aware that, localites are also included in the...
No, you know that even last year, our Indian students, they used to be invited by the library, the regional biggest one for the people who come. And they used to, say, the Indians were conducting a very big concert.
Nice.
Say Indian itself, so it was 1 hour one. So people used to love it a lot because since even the Soviet period, it was this way.
True.
Indian culture for Russians is something very special.
I think there is nothing hidden. I mean, India and Russia is like the closest of the friends from like years.
Yes, it's to be close one story, but the other one we have basically, I mean, we are strongly forward about Indian culture. And they are waiting for that since elder generation up to the actual generation.
Nice.
You have to come to see it.
For sure. And ma'am, actually, students are a little concerned about this war. I mean, it is going on from quite some time, and we know that it is not impacting. I think if you can just shed some light on that part.
Well, I will say that we are very far from that. I mean, we say geographically. And for sure, it's absolutely safe. We do not feel anything abundant news from the TV that we receive as you are. So, and it was like recently the conflict between India and Pakistan. So it was like this. I was in the south part of India that period.
Yeah,
I felt nothing at all. So when I landed, I received suddenly millions of calls from my country. So started the phone and what happened, why? And then a lot of SMS, how about that? The war starts. War. So really,
it's almost the same thing.
Exactly. So I started to say, guys, everything is been like calls. I started everything, so everyone was informed that everything is coming quiet in India. So probably the same, mass media, they're doing that to gain and the attention of the people that are watching that. That's it.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, that is all I had from my side because these are the common questions that we get every day. And once I'm there, I'll bother you.
No, it's not bothering. It's nice that I can come and say that from the real person from a real city. So I will go back home the day after tomorrow. So very close, I will be back.
It was so...
This is the 7th of May, so it's a long time. So I can understand that India is a very safe country. Nothing happened. Understanding conflict, everything was fine. And the same in Russia. So everything is fine. It's nothing happening. So we're in a safe place. So nothing will happen to the kids.
And thank you so much for, coming over. And it was great having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you so much.
See you in Volgograd.